and welcome to another exciting edition of Inside Abuja. I'm Darshan Husseina Usman. On today's episode, we'll be taking a look at motor parks within the FCT. Take a look. One of the determining factors of an organized city is its transportation system, especially one that guarantees effective movement of people and goods from one point to another. At the heart of an effective transport system is the provision for marked and designated parking points for specific sets of vehicles. These spaces are usually referred to as parks. Parks are an essential part of the transport system because they play a crucial role in the management of traffic and congestion. This ensures that commuting within and outside the city is always hitch-free and non-time consuming. In the FCT, transportation is to a certain extent organized, especially in the city center. One unique thing about commuting in this city is driving through the planned crisscrossing of lanes that make it what it truly is. Though planned, as these roads may seem, the FCT has not always had it easy with the issue of parking because it is characterized by interrelated and complex land use activities, as a drive around the city reveals. Zuba is a community in Gwagwalada local government area of the Federal Capital Territory. It is located in the border of Abuja Central City and shares the same boundary with Madalla in Niger State. It operates a temporary park that serves those traveling to most parts of northern Nigeria.
Farko muma akalla muke 10 years nan muna operation una garage. Shi za wannan shine suna dan kogi park. Kagan go? So mu tashi nan gudu muka zo mu abincin mu kai yara mu kaman mata mu samu kudin je school. Muka zo na muka create wurin nan, muka arrangement wurin. Dama nan muke da. Kace mu tashi mu ji can. To gwamnati ina yawo da mu, kuma a musamman na dan kasa ya kamata gwamnati ya ba mu guri personally, amma bai ba mu ba. Wannan kuma filin zu ba nan bane, na wani ne kuma ya ba mu ne for some time zai iya ta da mu. Yanzu muna neman gwamnati ne ya samu nanu a musamman don kasa kuma musamman don Najeriya, tumka muna samu guri ba mu personally. Zabin ga fito za arrangement. Akwai Kano by car, akwai Kaduna by car, akwai Kaduna by bus, akwai Kano by bus, akwai Zaria by car, akwai Zaria by bus. Some arrangement. Na lodin one after the other, one by one. Kuna Kano, kuna Zaria, one operation line shi ne, kowa ita line sa shi operation. Da kyau ba hanya ba fada.
Yanayi dai na fasinja ba abin da zamu ce da Allah yanzu sai godiya. Muna samun fasinja sakamakon yanayi na sallah. Muna dauka daga Abuja zuwa Kano, alhamdulillah ana samun fasinja yanzu. So mun zo mun dauka yanzu daga Kano, daga Abuja mun kai su Kano. Duk da akwai yanayi yanzu na sakamakon bayan sallah ta yi babu na dawowa, amma muna samu na tafiya na dawowa ne yanzu dai sai a hankali gaskiya.
Parks like this rarely have enough space to contain the number of vehicles that are stationed for onward movement to different locations. Considering the state of insecurity in the country, some passengers neither have the choice or money to take other alternatives.
I can't afford the plane. The plane is too high, and at times if you come there, the challenges behind it, that is why I prefer to follow by road. For example, if I say I'll follow the flight from here to Kano, one, see the expenses. Then from here to the airport, you will pay what to carry you from the garage to Kano. The amount you pay the taxi or Okada from here to airport is enough for you to take you to Kano. So you see the challenges. That is why we prepare to follow the car than the plane.
A lot of people, if you ask them that where will you go to from where will you get a car to Kano, they say come here, come here. Even if the person is busy, we will each find a cab for you that okay, the person should come here because it is reliable. They don't have incident of their driver kidnapping people or something like that. Actually, it's bad, but you know, we Nigerians, we always have faith that God is in control. We pray before we move. When we are on the road, if we see any other thing, we will say, God, please protect us. That is just it. It's not as if we are actually fully 100% assured that it's safe.
This overcrowding of vehicles is a fertile ground for pickpockets and other street urchins to dispossess people of their belongings, while the entire journey itself has become a necessary risk due to insecurity. Chairmen and workers in this park call on government to avail them with a permanent park to enable them function without hindrance.
This is our challenge. They need to absorb you. Challenge na biyu na farko ba mu da gariji. Na gariji ba nan wani. Na wani ne. Ya ba mu for some time. To mu kuma muna roki Allah gwamnati samu gude samu. Gaskiya saboda gaskiya we are first challenge. Na bi kuma mutan security. Sometimes ganin ana fada ana hanya. Kafin mu ga musu zo sai ganin an jima mutane fada. Kamar sometimes muna ga musu suna zo sauri. To kuma muna roke gwamnati security kuma su ba mu haɗin kai because suna park ne na jama'a ne da samu matsala da yawa da samu challenge da yawa kamun din suna wurin sai ga abu zura sauki mu da muna operation Kaduna za da Kano gaskiya ba wani challenge kamun sai kawai hanya ne kuma yanzu an gyara da ne ana zuwa ba hanya a samu matsala a ce ba rai sun tura hanya a ce wannan ta mu gaskiya yanzu gaskiya ya sauki dama zuwa a bi daji saboda barayi saboda amma gaskiya yanzu suna kore sun ce abin kama zu laba matsala yanzu saboda gaskiya yanzu is clear amma da ne ya kuma matsala a je ma lodi ma a ja dawo saboda ba ya wucewa to amma yanzu gaskiya suna kore yanzu saboda Allah da try it
security ba to za mu ce alhamdulillah dan zan iya cewa tun daga farkon azumi kawowa yanzu dai gaskiya babu wani matsala na security yanzu a hanya alhamdulillah. So yanzu dai ba abin da zamu ce da Allah akan haka sai godiya gaskiya. An Allah muna fatan Allah ya sa kuma hakan ya dore irin wayanda aka samu aka rasa a baya to su dai wannan ta faru mu kuma Allah ya kiyaye mu yanzu.
Problem that we face is lack of security. The security that we see on the road, they are trying their best. So we need the government to encourage them, by support them, to give them the equipment of their job. So I enjoy my job. I get money to help my parents and my family. So I choose this job to avoid commit crimes and terrorists. So I don't want to be a terrorist or dandaba. So that is why I choose this job. It's easier to join it, but it's hard. So every day you experience it that the road is bad, fault on the road, something wrong a lot on the road. So we try our best, we do good and help the people. Then passenger come or student come, yeah, we carry them in cheaper price, no expensive. Then we take them.
The business is going normal, but the only problem we have, number one, the issue of security. Like 2 months back, it's affecting our garage because when it is afternoon, you will never see anybody on this park because the passenger will be afraid of going to Kaduna, even Mina, because the issue of security. That was a time. They even blocked Mina Road over 3 hours. So no police, no soldier, no anybody to help the passenger. All the vehicle park on the roadside. It is later, maybe the governor, somebody called him They now called Air Force. They send their jet that place and pursue the bandits. So on the issue of Kaduna, it is maybe last week. We are seeing 16 healers. They'll be moving from Zuba to Kaduna. From that last week to now, a little bit, everything is okay. There's nothing like a stop people in Kaduna or Katari or Jere or block people, nothing like that. Now, for now, this of money, there's no way government can add fuel from 100 naira to 220 naira. Then we know we must add the money. We must add. When you add, the passenger will say they don't get money. How are we going to do? We bought 30,000 before, 20,000. Now it's 30,000. Ordinary battery for motor, 10,000 is 30,000. Everything escalating. We don't know how to handle this thing. We don't know who to help us. So maybe government can hear all these things and help us.
Area 3 Park, also called Gwagwalada Park, is one major park in the FCT located within the city center. Majority of people in the nation's capital come to the park to board vehicles to places like Zuba, Kubwa, Dutse, and Nyanya. Efforts to speak to the National Union of Road Transport Workers chairman proved abortive as he refused to engage us. Touts are also a menace in most motor parks in the city, but usually instill order through unconventional means. This park in particular has an organized group known as the Trustees who say they belong to the National Union of Road Transport Workers.
We started at the 2004. Yes, we have been here for 2004. And life has becoming well, and we make what's supposed to be. We care for our people. Yeah. So exactly, nothing happened within our park. We are living in peace.
For drivers here, it is a tale of one challenge or another.
The business these days is so tough because the number one, because of the fuel issue, because of fuel get issue, and there is queue. And two, if you can look at my behind, there is serious, like no passenger in the park. Everywhere was like dry. Normal time, like before we come out early in the morning. Before this, I know what you mean, but now we struggle to even see passenger along the way. It's hard. That's why you see the driver, they park their cars. So we are begging the federal government to help us. Things are very tough for them to make a business of some things. As per this fuel issue, they should bring the price down so that things can move forward. Yeah, like before, some people will carry drop, but now they are long. They will price the money to the extent that people use to cheat money to buy your fuel. We like struggle. So federal government to help us, to support us, and to help us in that area. And I believe the country will move forward.
Challenging that we are getting on this our driving work, spare parts problem, and fuel problem. Although we got fuel, but the price of the fuel is high. That's the only thing we are facing. And the VRO problem. And they give us information that VRO, they always stay for their office, but they still stay on the road to disturb us again. So we don't know what government want to face to help us with about of their issue.
It will decrease the price of the product. Even the motor product. Even the motor, they should help us to reduce the amount.
Utako is an urban district located in ABUJA Phase 2. The neighborhood sits directly to the northwest of the city center It is a well-developed neighborhood that sits directly to the northwest of the city center. The Utako Motor Park is one of the largest in the FCT, situated at Utako District, which is part of the ABUJA Municipal Area Council. The park was established decades ago to take care of a very small population with no attempts to expand despite the population explosion. This motor park is operated by the National Union of Road Transport Workers and patronized by residents that travel to various parts of the country. Inside this park is a sight not too pleasant to behold. Untarred roads, no drainage system, obsolete facilities, and a general atmosphere that everything but metropolitan as it is touted to be. As the government commits resources to upgrading airports and other facilities, drivers who spoke to us off the record said attention should also be given to motor parks. Urban mass transit parks are also available in Utako, where state government-owned or private companies are operating. As the name implies, it has a luxury bus section which serves as terminal to jumbo buses. The luxurious buses travel at night to distant states like Lagos and Port Harcourt.
Honestly speaking, my mouth are filled with words because I really don't know where to start from. We plead that our government need to look into transport system because so many people have said a lot of things, but in my own view, I believe that it's a factor that government need to look into seriously and facilitate their action towards improving transport. You transport from normally before we transport in Abuja, maybe within Abuja you see a transport of 150, 100 naira, and after this fuel scarcity or the rest of them, a drop of a transport now is 700, 800, 1,000 in a short mile. Even as I'm talking to you now, I'm coming from work down there. I have to trek to this place to Bega. I'm coming from a garage now. I have to trek to Bega so that I can get a cheaper bus, 200 to Pape. Unlike before, you take 200 from Jabi Park there to Pape 200, but now it's 400. So I have to trek from Jabi, from the garage there now to Bega so that I can get it cheap. Honestly, it's very frustrating. And recently, it seems the government are deft on it. They are not taking any proactive action on it. We plead that they should look into it.
Seriously, it has become very expensive. Let's even start talking within Abuja right now. Moving around. Just moving from day to the town here, you start hearing of 500, 400. Something we move around with. If you have 1,000 naira before, you move around Abuja and then you go with change. But now, just one movement, you discover no money in your pocket again. It's so escalating, and it's something we need to look into very, very urgently. The whole thing started when the fuel scarcity, and after the fuel scarcity, I thought fuel came back normalized, and the price still remain at that level, which means there's something wrong somewhere, which we need to look into. Now, talking about people that are traveling outside Abuja, at least I know of my friend that traveled. The complaint was like ×2 of what he used to pay for the journey. So honestly, we need to look into this.
As important as the role of transport is to the day-to-day functioning of society, it is yet to get the requisite attention from the government. As proliferation of illegal motor parks in Abuja has become problematic since they do not conform to the master plan and serenity of the capital city. Mabushi is an upmarket in Abuja Phase 2 neighborhood that sits to the west of the city center. The area is urban and relatively well developed. It is also strategically located between inner and outer Abuja districts. Green space and tree-lined streets are prominent features of this district that also boasts of large, expansive residences. This car park forms one of the major problems in the city. The existence of these unapproved parking spaces along transportation routes constitutes nuisance to the original plan of the city and creates room for men of the underworld to operate freely. One of the drivers who spoke anonymously said due to lack of response from government, they had no choice but to be confined to the little space they found for themselves.
We need permanent place. We need permanent place. We get garage, but that garage, they made mistake on the initial stage. They built garage inside Zuba. Maybe you are hearing red block, or fruit market. The garage is there. It's over 30 years they built that garage without consulting the union. That is 10 minister. Have as much hands of the line. So they did not consult anybody. So that garage, there's no any person that can go that place. But somewhere along this place, we need permanent place. If government can help us and give us, at least, even though it's a loan, we can be able to pay it. But should give us permanent place. That alone is hindering our business.
There seems to be an imbalance between parking demand and parking supply. As demand far outweighs the available space, a situation many believe must be addressed within the shortest period of time. This is because legal motor parks are essential for seamless inter- and intra-city transportation system, as they play a significant role in boosting the city's economy. This is where we draw the curtains on Inside Abuja. We hope you enjoyed this particular episode. Until next time, I remain Dashan Hussaina Usman.